Hello again, everybody. Lance Wrestling, Dave Brown, right along ringside, ready to go with another big day of championship wrestling in here. Davey, we told them all week long, by the way, we got a couple of faces coming back in here, and we do, in fact, in the first match.
In the opening match, you were right. Dennis Condrey and David Schultz will be here in the opening match. They'll be going against Jerry Bryant and Hillbilly Slim. Then, got another tag team match coming up. In this one, David Oswald will be teamed with Buddy Wayne to go against Ken Lucas and Billy Robinson. And that's not all. Expiration of time match of the day. Rick Morton and Steve Regal will be going against Paul Ellering and the Iranian assassin Ali Hassan with Jimmy Hart in their corner.
Yes, sir. That should be a fine expiration of time match as we get down to that fast final one with Morton and Regal going in. Also today, Dave, we're going to show how two tag team partners can get a disliking for each other. Kind of an unusual event, and we'll see it all right here on Championship Wrestling. Stay where you are. We're going to be back for action in just a moment.
Match one falls 15-minute time limit at a total weight of 518 pounds.
What's happening?
David
Good to
Schultz.
be back here.
Oh, man, it's been a long time,
It's been a long time, Daddy. But I'm
Despite
back.
everything, we're glad to see you back.
Hey, it's good to be back. You know, last time I was here, there was a little controversy. You know what I mean? Everything going down dirty. And the doctor got tired of it. The doctor got funky, Daddy. I got funky. Everybody in Memphis, everybody loves to jump on a bandwagon, Daddy, will jump on. You know, I looked at it and I said, hey, you got one time to live. Do it right, Daddy. Do it right. And, you know, I seen the light, Daddy. I seen the light.
That's good.
And I love it. And this my man here. My man's here. Look at it.
Glad to see us back, aren't you, Lance?
Yeah, I am, as a
Well,
matter
we're
of
glad
fact.
to be back, because I'm going to tell you one thing, baby. We have turned over a new leaf.
That's right.
We're going to make these people proud of us, because we're going to go out there and we're going to kick some booty, baby. And we're going to take names later. And I hope you understand what I'm talking about, because we come here for one thing and one thing only. And that's for the belts, Daddy.
You
And we
know
will
who's
get
got
it.
them. The assassins got
We
them.
don't
Well,
care
we
who's
heard
got
they're
'em.
pretty tough. We heard they've been running around hurting
We don't care who's got them, Lance
That's
Russell.
good. We love it, Daddy.
We'll end up with them, Daddy.
All right, glad to hear about
Proud
the...
of us right here. Watch this.
I am, as a matter of fact, going to be voting for that. And Dennis Condrey, David Show. You were saying, Dave?
At 518 pounds, total weight from Memphis, Tennessee, on the right of your screen, Jerry Bryant, his partner from the hills of Missouri, Hillbilly Slim, going against him at a total weight of 483 pounds. From South Carolina, Dennis Condrey, and from Jackson, Tennessee, North Carolina, he moved.
You got that wrong.
And from Jackson, Tennessee, David Schultz.
Can't get it right.
It's one
I don't know
fall,
whether
15-minute time limit.
Okay. 15-minute time limit. We're about ready to go. And out of the ring comes Dennis Condrey. David Schultz. No time. Here we go, David.
All right, it's David Schultz out of South Jackson, Tennessee, against Jerry Bryant out of Memphis, Tennessee. Jerry Calhoun, the referee, by the way. Schultz back up the rope. Oh. Don't make me too proud, Dennis. Bryant, nice takedown. Put Schultz down on the mat. Headlock by Bryant. Schultz forced his way out of it. Dr. D pulling hair. Body slam by Jerry Bryant. Dr. D, David Schultz back to the corner. Tag on Dennis Condrey. Condrey, hand outstretched, shakes hands with Jerry Bryant. Bryant gets the head scissors on Condrey.
Come on, Dennis. Come on.
Condrey kicks his way out of it, back on up on his feet. He takes Bryant down to the mat hard. Shoulders down, count of one. Bryant slips out of it, goes for the head scissors again, but Dennis Condrey has a foot planted on the bottom rope. Referee Jerry Calhoun calls for, gets a nice clean break from Jerry Bryant. Minute 30 seconds into the action. Bryant back to the corner for a little consultation with his partner. Hillbilly Slim out of Missouri. Condrey round behind. Bryant trying to make a move, couldn't do it. Condrey picked him up, dropped him to the mat. Bryant now out of it, back up on his feet. Condrey with some words of advice to Jerry Bryant. 2 minutes gone in a one-fall 15-minute time limit match. The return of Dennis Condrey and David Schultz. Condrey, right fist to the back of the neck. Bryant in the air, on the shoulder. Condrey drives him to the mat. Condrey makes the tag. A double team. Schultz with the right fist and a cover. 1. Count of 2. Bryant kicks out of it. Schultz. Suplexing Bryant. There's a cover. 1, 2, and Bryant kicks out of it as a 2 count again. Gets the left shoulder up. The count stopped. 3 minutes have expired in this match. Tag made by Bryant, and here comes Hillbilly Slim. David Schultz. Hammers him down to one knee. Upper part of the arm by Schultz. We've just passed 3.5 minutes here. Double team. Condrey back in there after the tag. He hammers him again. Tag made, and David Schultz comes back. Condrey holds Hillbilly Slim up while David Schultz smacks him. 4 minutes gone. 4 minutes gone in this one. Oh, Schultz high into the air with a leg. Wrap it up Slim's left arm. Condrey. Oh.
Pressure he put on that arm.
Yeah.
Look at here.
That's it.
You don't have to say any more, David. Oh, yeah, we're just thrilled to death with you.
4:42 the time. Boy, he wrapped that arm behind him, and then Condrey came off the ropes right into Schultz, forced him down to the mat, and you could feel that arm just twist back.
David had his foot in and hooked up underneath the forearm with his toe, and then when that cross body block, Dennis hit David, took him right back, and bang, pulled Hillbilly Slim's arm straight up in the air, and man, that was the end of it right then and there. I can't say much for the brand new David Schultz and Dennis Condrey. They're still just as tough as they ever were, and the winners in that match over Bryant and Hillbilly Slim. We mentioned a little bit ago, Dave, that we had an opportunity to see one of those rare things where there is a falling out among partners, and this particular match took place in the Mid-South Coliseum in Memphis, Tennessee, and it was Sonny King and Big Sugar Bear Harris, a formidable duo together, no question about that, very, very large. And they were going against the Gibsons, Rick and Robert, and in this particular situation, it was a disqualification that came up on Sugar Bear Harris in there. Sonny King took exception to that and other things, and, well, before I tell everybody exactly what happened, let's take a look at it. I think we got the tape on it. Let's see what happened. I think what he meant to do was, while the referee wasn't looking, was to have, Sonny and Sugar Bear really having it now. Sugar Bear saying, I know what you're doing. Sonny King says you're supposed to be in there to win. I'd be dumb and put it in front of the referee's eyes. Sonny King and Sugar Bear Harris having their problems. The match is all over with. The winners in 12 minutes and 15 seconds, the Gibsons. And Sugar Bear making his first appearance with Sonny King in the ring. Sonny reaches up and Sugar Bear draws back that big fist on Sonny. Boy, let me tell you, here's two large ones. Trading conversation. Sonny King coming back, really chewing Sugar Bear out. Sugar Bear Harris, as Sonny leaves, still up in the ring. Sonny grabs that ring standard. Sonny with him down on the floor. I can't see it. Maybe you can. I want to tell you, it's something you can't realize how big those two guys are when they're standing next to each other. They're so tremendous. Sonny got hacked off at him. I don't know why. Instead of busting him with his fist up in the ring, he waited and picked up that standard, as you saw in there, and bam, ran the whole end of it right into Sugar Bear in there. And it was a mess, and that was the end of two tag partners right there for a fact. We've got more wrestling action. Be back to it in just a moment. Wave Country's championship wrestling action continues, and we want to tell you about the action coming up tonight. Yes, sir. In case you forgot, just a few hours from right now, right there in Louisville Gardens. Easy night to make your plans to be right there. I want to tell you about that final bout. A handicap match went on one side of the ring. Paul Ellering, Ali Hassan, and Jimmy Hart all on one side of the ring against the Superstar and Star Wars. Chance for you to really do some business with those guys across the ring, Billy.
You said it, Lance. You know, when you get bit by a snake, it's because you don't see it. It's usually laying in the grass waiting on you that strikes. That's what Jimmy Hart, his brother, he sits out, hides behind that ring post, and when you're not looking, he strikes. Well, let me tell you something, Snake. You're going to be up in the ring where we can see you. Now, it's a handicap match, all right, but you're the handicap sport, because them two geeks at you, the oil sheik and the muscle band's going to be looking after you, yeah. You're the lord and master, brother. You pull all the strings and your little puppets dance. Well, let me tell you something, King Ellering. You want the crown, you come take it off this guy's head standing right behind Lance Russell here, because you don't have what it takes, baby. Handsome Jimmy Valiant, the superstar, we're going to show you what you're made of, and that's nothing.
Not only do you have a chance to see Hart, you can reach him, too. He'll be right there. Handsome Jimmy. Gonna be right there with the superstar.
Woo! Must see you, Lancer. Star Wars Jimmy, the original, baby, Louisville Slugger, King of the United States, the only man that can reunite the Beatles, the only man to reunite Star Wars and Superstar as a team. Reunited, brother, Snake. You can't hide, baby, this time. You can't hide behind Muscle Man Geek. You can't hide behind the oil sheik. I'm going to get you, brother. I'm going to grab that little skinny neck. You better give your soul to the Lord, Snake, because, brother, the rest of your little skinny, puny body is Superstars and Star Wars. You see how Superstars dressed, brother? Look at the coat. Look at the class, baby. Bill Blast. Look at the pants. Gloria Vanderbilt. Look at Gucci shorts. Everything. The man's got everything. Look at this. Silver, brother. Silver.
Tonight, right there in Louisville Gardens, you'll see them all in action. Okay, on the way to the ring here, we're going to be back into action right here. We got Ken Lucas and Billy Robinson out here. A little bit later, we're going to have the opportunity to see, Billy, the match that you guys had with the Assassins, and boy, it was
Well, we beat their brains out, and I intended to do that, and we as a team did it. But there's two more things we've got to do before I'm satisfied around here, and before I can say that I've satisfied you people. The two things are this. I want to hurt those men, those assassins, where it hurts them most, in the pocket. We're going to take those championship belts away from them, and that'll hurt them in the pocket, but that's not enough. The second thing is, I guarantee you, they're going to get injured, and they're going to finish up in the hospital like I did. That has never been forgotten, never will be forgotten, and I'm not going to say no more.
Okay. Billy Robinson, Ken Lucas. Billy doesn't have, he doesn't have a short memory. He can remember those weeks and weeks and weeks with that arm of his in the cast. Okay, we're going to see him in action right now. David, here comes their opposition. So we're ready to go with the next championship wrestling bout.
It's a one-fall, 15-minute time limit match. Introducing at a total weight of 468 pounds on the left of your screen from Jonesboro, Arkansas, David Oswald. And from Memphis, Tennessee, Buddy Wayne. Going against him at a total weight of 462 pounds. From Las Vegas, Nevada, Ken Lucas. And from Manchester, England, Billy Robinson. One fall, 15-minute time limit match. Referee Paul Morton.
Woogie, off come the Jackets. We're about ready to go. Paul Morton in, David Oswald out, and it'll be Buddy Wayne starting on this side. Across the way, Ken Lucas steps out. Bell time. Here we go. Action underway. Buddy Wayne, Billy Robinson. One fall, 15-minute time limit bout, and Billy puts Buddy Wayne back down on his back. Oh, man, that dazed him, too. Billy is good leg dive by Buddy Wayne. Back into the ropes. Over the top, and Billy Robinson covers him one. Buddy Wayne cut short at one right there at the beginning of this match. And Buddy held up great. Double that arm back in on Billy Robinson. Good move from Buddy Wayne. Ken Lucas waiting outside. The event's Robinson needs a tag, and David Oswald on this side of the ring in case you just joined us for championship wrestling. Referee Paul Morton. Buddy's still hanging on. Look at Billy. Bring him up tight to cut the pressure down. Arm drag, and Robinson is held on to by Buddy Wayne and heaved across the ring right over by the ropes. But they're back out toward the center of the ring. Buddy Wayne tenacious. He's got that arm of Robinson's in snug, and he's going back with it. And he cranks it up even more. Billy Robinson looking for a spot to get out. Reverses it. Takes Wayne into the rope. Whip. Buddy Wayne with that foot. Bang. Catches Billy. Down into a small package. One. No. He crabbed him down there. Got a one count. Standing side headlock. Buddy Wayne with Billy Robinson. Ken giving a little enthusiastic support to his partner, Billy Robinson. And Billy with a mare takes Buddy straight over and down. Wayne down on the deck as Billy hangs onto that side headlock. Here comes the tag on Ken Lucas. And Lucas in with that knee lift. Goes right into a side headlock himself. Buddy Wayne driving over to get to David Oswald. Lucas right on it. Beautiful move by Ken. Dropped with the lower part of that leg down on David Oswald. We just passed the 2-minute mark. We're about 2 minutes and 15 seconds into this match. Here's a tag on Billy Robinson, and Billy back in. Comes in with a chop underneath the arm on David Oswald. Billy moving him around. And reverse neck breaker as he brought him down. Robinson tags Lucas. Oswald a long way away from his partner, Buddy Wayne. Once again, Ken Lucas with that knee lift in there puts Oswald down. They've been dominating action here in the last 45 seconds as Lucas again puts Oswald on the deck.
We're at the 3-minute mark.
3 minutes into action in this one fall. Oswald caught right in the midsection. He may have been lucky he was out that far. Billy may have going for the head. Look at here. Up in the air. Picks him over on. Tags Ken Lucas. Oswald back, hurt. Lucas picks him up over the shoulder. Down with that lower leg. Again. David Oswald. Right in the middle of Billy Robinson and Ken Lucas, who are working very well together. Oh, look at that backbreaker. He snatched him up to the side. Dropped him down over the leg. Tags Ken Lucas. Kenny comes in. He's got him down. 1, 2, 3. Got him. Lucas takes him down into that small package, Dave, and gets himself a 1, 2, 3 on it after Billy Robinson had moved to the side, snatched him in the air, and dropped him down on that backbreaker. Beauty.
Boy, Lucas and Robinson both impressive there. 3 minutes, 46 seconds, the time on it as they get the win.
And Robinson and Lucas head right on out, and that's what we're going to do. We'll be back with more wrestling action in just a moment. Okay, we got action coming up right now that has the Assassins, Billy Robinson and Ken Lucas, so we're going to get a chance to see them twice. This particular match, I think, was of particular interest because a couple of particulars there, but it is a very particular match, and the fact that I have looked at the Assassins, Dave, for a good many months, as you have. These guys, just invincible. They are so big. They move so fast for big guys. There's nobody in the world that's going to beat this team. They did get beat. I want you to see exactly how it happened when Lucas and Robinson showed the Assassins that there was somebody else that could get in there and rough and tough. Let's take a look at it.
Robinson's arm snaps him loose. Oh, that's got to bring back memories to Billy Robinson. He spent some painful months with that arm in a cast. It was fractured in the lower part of it. The Assassin leaning on that arm. Has a 10-minute mark. Minutes passed and 50 minutes to wrestle as the Assassins against Robinson and Lucas. Billy Robinson, at the moment, that arm being manhandled by the big Assassin number 1. Robinson trying to get to Ken Lucas is caught, spun down to the canvas. Oh. Billy, with an arm in a continuing problem, is the Assassin really going for it? This is Assassin number 2. Billy looks around, but he's too far for a tag to his partner, Ken Lucas. Shoots a couple of forearms and is tackled before he gets to the corner. The Assassins make a legitimate tag. Still applying the pressure on that arm. And the Assassin doing everything he can. Oh! Head-butted him right there at the shoulder. Tags his partner. We're 12 and a half minutes in. It's a one-fall, 60-minute time limit match. Billy Robinson back on his feet. Tosses the Assassin over. Puts the shoulder to him. Oh, he caught it right on it. Instinct with that shoulder butt, but he caught it right on that bad arm. Billy Robinson run into the corner in the turnbuckle by the Assassin. Wraps the arm over the top rope and snaps it off of there. Finds that leg, drains it back and dumps the assassin, but he can't get up in time. Gone for Billy. Billy doing his best to get out of it. Great move. He just couldn't get away. And the big assassin nails him, and Billy right back at him, knocks him off his feet. But it took a toll because he hit the biggest of the assassins. Robinson up. Boy, and Billy is 240, so you can bet that was a solid lift there. Coming up on the 15-minute mark. Robinson takes Ken Lucas. Ken Lucas in. Body slam. Knee lift from Ken. The assassin tag goes down. Ken into that sleeper hold. Billy Robinson intercepts the other assassin. Slams the #1 assassin into #2. Who looked like he may have loaded up that headgear. Robinson in the ring with #2, and Ken outside ramming the head of assassin #1 into the post. The assassin #1 bleeding about the mask. Robinson drops with a right on the other assassin. Ken just hammering that head at the ring post. And Billy continuing to pound #2. Ken now in the ring with #1, and his whole golden mask is just crimson. Robinson hammers in. And he is a mess, too. Lucas in, grabs the other assassin, run him down the tracks. We're at the 18-minute mark. Lucas tagged in, and they are really pounding the assassins. Man, look at that mask. Luke. Him in. Robinson, a drop kick. Covers him. One. from the outside. The other assassin breaks it up. Robinson snaps those ears. Oh, man, oh, man. The assassins, I asked one time in an interview why they wore the mask, and they said so your opponents can't tell what shape you're in or what condition. The mask hides the expression, but let me tell you, friend, all you have to do is look and see that bloody mask, and you know what kind of shape the assassin number one's in. His partner pulls him out of the ring. And the referee starts a count. As they are leaving, they're going to be counted out. 19 minutes and 38 seconds with the hands of Robinson and Lucas raised as the assassins were counted out for leaving the wrestling area. The winners, Billy Robinson and Ken Lucas.
They showed him how it was done in there, Dave. Yeah. Hey, I got to tell you, I had set up here today to have an interview with the assassins. I want to talk to them because, man, you know, we hadn't seen that big team beat around like that ever. And they declined to have any conversation on the thing. Yeah, we're going to be back with more wrestling action for you in just a moment. Their action continues on Channel 3's Championship Wrestling. Hey, before I tell you about the entire card at the Gardens tonight, want to remind you Saturday, March 8th, wrestling returns to Madisonville, Kentucky. Now, tonight in the Louisville Gardens, Steve Regal against David Oswald, Rick Morton against Buddy Wayne, Sonny King against Sugar Bear Harris. Don't want to miss that one for a fact. Also, David Schultz, Dennis Condrey going against the Gibson brothers. Southern Tag title, Billy Robinson, Ken Lucas against the Assassins. And finally, you're going to be looking at a handicap tag match. Paul Ellering, Ali Hassan, and Jimmy Hart. Yes, sir, all of them in tights and ready to go. We'll be facing superstar Bill Dundee and Star Wars handsome Jimmy Valiant. By golly, that's going to be some kind of night of action, and you're not going to have to wait long because, remember, it's just a few hours from right now in the Louisville Gardens when Championship Wrestling comes your way. This will be a night that you'll want to see all 6 of those bouts. Plan to be there on time, but plan to be...
Ready to go here with the expiration of time match. In the ring right now. Well, Jimmy Hart climbing up there. I think everybody's here. Let's go with the official introductions for it. Total weight 446 pounds with Jimmy Hart as their manager. From Melrose, Minnesota, Paul Ellering. From Tehran, the Iranian assassin Ali Hassan. Their total weight 446 pounds. At a total weight of 417 pounds, from Nashville, Tennessee, Rick Morton. And from Indianapolis, Indiana, Steve Regal. This match to the expiration of time. Referee is Jerry Calhoun.
Yogi, we'll be getting it started right in here is Ellering, the former world deadlift weightlifting champion, NCAA champ in 1977. His partner, Ali Hassan, the Iranian assassin. Their opponents, a couple of really fine wrestlers, Regal and Morton. Referee Jerry Calhoun saying, come on, let's get one of you out. Finally, Hassan steps out. And if we can ever get Ellering out of the pose, we'll get underway here. Here we go, Davey.
Paul Ellering. Yeah, all kind of discussion before this one finally gets underway. But it's Ellering against Regal. Should be an interesting match. For pure strength, you got to give it to the team of Ellering and Hassan. But for speed and agility, I think the edge has got to go to Steve Regal and Rick Morton. Back in the corner. Paul Ellering. Put Regal out of the corner instead of breaking the hole. Regal upset about it. He shoved Ellering down to the mat. Ellering retreated to the corner. Comfort of his partner, the Iranian assassin. I didn't see any trunk pulling, though. I saw not the cleanest break in the world from Paul Ellering in the corner is what I saw. Regal, Ellering. Ellering with the headlock. Regal puts Ellering into the ropes. Down behind him. Rolls him to the mat. Can't hold his shoulders, though. Ellering kept rolling. Hassan jumped in there anyway. But Ellering, there's kind of a shocked look on his face as he's down here on the floor, holding the side of his head. Ellering getting a rather stern warning, too, from referee Jerry Calhoun about the fist. The crowd getting on Hart, Ellering, the assassin. No, they can say what they want to. They can say what they want to, Jimmy Hart. Get him back in the ring. Ellering is back in there now. Boy, Hart's steamed. Ellering and Regal again, center of the ring. Pressure by Ellering. Regal back up on his feet. Ellering forces him right back down to his knees again. Ellering's got strength in those arms and hands, no doubt about that. Referee Jerry Calhoun checking with Regal about a possible submission. Yeah, we're telling him about it, Jim. Here Regal, drop kick, and Ellering hits the deck. Paul Ellering driven back to the corner. Regal waiting for him in the center of the ring. Ellering grabbed his left arm, put a twist on it. Over to the corner, the tag on the Iranian assassin, Ali Hassan. Regal takes him over to the corner. Tags Rick Morton. Double. Morton grabs Hassan. Cover, one. Down to one is all he can get. Morton fires him into the ropes. The upper arm. And a cover, one. Again, it's a one count, and that's all. Morton right on it. Baseline. From around behind. Rick Morton. Really working on that baseline. Hassan grabbed a handful of hair when the referee was looking at Paul Ellering. some words of advice to his partner. Referee wants both on him, keeping the fist open. Fist. Rick Morton. Worked over here by Ali Hassan. Off the rope. He fires the right hand. Double knee lift. Ellering swung from outside, but Morton had moved. Tag on Steve Regal. They put him into the rope. A double flip. Regal picks him up. Ali Hassan gets the tag, and Paul Ellering's coming back in. This is the way this one started. Steve Regal against Paul Ellering. We're 7 minutes into the action. 7 minutes into the first fall. Ellering and Hart claiming that Ellering had the trunks pulled. Made by Regal. Here's Morton. Morton grabs Ellering's right arm. Round behind, drops Rick Morton to the mat. Ellering had to give up the hold. Get the referee's ruling. Ellering had to break the hold he had on Rick Morton. Ali Hassan back in after the tag. Ellering stays. Now finally steps outside. Morton with a leg drop. Started for the corner. He wanted to get that tag, but Hassan tripped him. Ellering and Hassan both working over Rick Morton in the corner. We're at 9 minutes. 9 minutes into the first ball. Ellering with Morton in the air. Drive slam to the mat. One. Morton breaks out of it. Ellering picks him up in the air. Drops him with a knee drop. And a cover. The tag had been made. Ali Hassan. Rick Morton. Badly. Now having to take on both of them. Ellering jumps out of the ring. Oh, he grabs the cane. Jimmy Hart's cane. Slugs Morton with it across the back about 3 times. Regal working on Ali Hassan, but Regal is not the legal man in the ring, and referee Jerry Calhoun is sending him back to the corner. Rick Morton is the one that's supposed to be in there. Rick needs to get to that corner to get the tag on Regal, but he was clubbed with Jimmy Hart's cane a couple of times by Ellering. Ellering in, a cover. 1, 2, 3, that was it. Paul Ellering, Ali Hassan, and Jimmy Hart with a win. 10 minutes, 25 seconds. 10:25, the time on the first fall.
10 minutes, 25 seconds. The victors come out, Ellering and Hassan, and add Jimmy Hart in there, too, because he has a distinct part in it. This is an expiration of time. Regal and Morton will have an opportunity to get back in the match if we have time. We'll take time out right now, check it, and be back with you in a moment.
All right, we figured we were going to see a good match in the first fall. Certainly proved to be interesting, to say the least. Jimmy Hart and the Cane getting involved toward the end there. Paul Ellering and his teammate Ali Hassan, the Iranian assassin, end up with the win in the first fall in 10 minutes, 25 seconds. Regal and Morton back into the ring right now, along with the referee, Jerry Calhoun. And as soon as Ellering and Hassan and Hart make their way back in here, we're going to get the second fall underway. We can get them in here. Regal and Morton would certainly like to get this thing going as quickly as possible. See if they can get a win.
Time, Dave. We're sure going to get it started. In all fairness to Regal and Morton, they're one fall down, but we are going to have to hurry it along. So Regal and Morton both up in the ring. Ellering killing time, and referee Jerry Calhoun saying, okay, bell time, and here we go.
Underway with the second fall. Rick Morton, Steve Regal, needing a win. Needing it reasonably quickly since time is becoming a factor. Morton. Hopped Ellering over to the corner, the tag on Steve Regal. Double chop. Regal picks Paul Ellering up in the air. Body slants it. A cover. 1, 2. No, he can't make it stick. Wow, Ellering threw Regal about 3 feet straight up in the air to break the cover.
Guy is so strong. Oh, man.
Raw strength. Ellering's got it. No doubt about it. Shoulders down. Down a 1.
Baby, our time is up on our out-of-town tape, so we're just going to have to take time out on our out-of-town tape, and we'll be back with some final words for it in just a moment.
Okay, we're going to be back in the ring with Dave here in just a moment, but we're going to right now take time to remind you that tonight, that's not many hours from right about now, as a matter of fact, Louisville Gardens is the place, and man, the action is the name of it. It's going to be a handicap match as the final event there. When Superstar and Star Wars will be going against Ali Hassan, Paul Ellering, and Jimmy Hart, going to be scheduled right there in the ring in the Louisville Gardens.
This is the happiest night of my life. The happiest night of my life. But from now on, when you talk to me, it's handsome Jimmy Hart, Paul the King Ellering, and the All Sheik, Ali Hussein, baby. But listen, there's going to be one little change tonight. I'm going to start the match off tonight, baby. I'm starting the match off. I've worked it out with my men. And I'm going to get in that ring, and I'm going to beat those two jerks to death. And Paul the King Ellering, the world's strongest man, is going to pick little Billy Superstar Dundee up in one arm, and handsome Jimmy, the ex-handsome Jimmy Valiant, up in his other arm, and he's going to squeeze the earwax out of him. And, baby, all I've got to say is, Lance Russell, you better come up there with us, baby, because our jet is at the airport warming up. Tell him about it, Paul, baby. Woo!
That's right, Lance Russell. This man has the master plan. We have the master plan to get rid of Bill, Humpty Dumpty, and the Disco Duck. That's right, the Disco Duck. Look at this man. Look at this body. I am the #1 cause of divorce in the United States. And while the women are fantasizing about this body, their old men are paying $2 a gallon for gas. And we have the oil well. That's right. We're going to get you guys tonight. It's a master plan.
I believe that all the action is going to be right there in the Gardens Saturday night. That's this very night, as a matter of fact, and you'll want to be right there when you see it. That'll be wild as a March hare, and be sure and make your plans to be there tonight. Louisville Gardens is the place. up exactly as that. We ran out of time in the second one in there, and the tag team of Rick Morton and Steve Regal didn't have a chance to get well. I won't say they didn't have a chance. They did not get back into it, and so the winners officially will be Paul Ellering and Hassan.
Right.
What else happened in
And
there?
in the opening match today, David Schultz, Dennis Condrey are back. They won over Jerry Bryant and Hillbilly Slim, and it was Ken Lucas and Billy Robinson in about 3.5 minutes, defeating David Oswald and Buddy Wing.
Sir, we had some good action today on our championship wrestling in there. Schultz and Condrey back. That means trouble for anybody who goes against him. You better believe that, regardless of who it is. Our time is up. We're going to be looking for you next week, and until we see you, for Dave Brown, this is Lance Russell saying bye-bye, everybody.
The announcers on this program are selected and paid by parties other than this station, namely the Jarrett Welch Wrestling Company.